Over 70% of fuel system failures start at the gas pump, and most drivers have no idea they're causing the damage themselves. After 23 years watching cars destroyed by simple refueling mistakes, I can tell you the truth. Your gas station habits are costing you thousands in repairs you could easily prevent. In today's video, we're counting down 11 refueling mistakes that are silently destroying your fuel system, engine, and wallet right now. We'll also reveal the #1 pump mistake that's caused over $4,000 in catalytic converter damage to vehicles across America. Mistake 11. Topping off after the pump clicks. This habit quietly kills your EVAP system and triggers hundreds in repairs. Your pump clicks off, signaling your tank is full, but you squeeze the trigger a few more times, adding just a little more fuel to round up to the nearest dollar amount, or to squeeze in every possible drop. This seems harmless. Everyone does it. But this single habit is destroying your EVAP system and costing you hundreds in repairs. Here's what nobody tells you. When the pump clicks off, your tank is full to its designed capacity. That click happens because a sensor detects fuel vapor pressure building in the tank. The space above the fuel line isn't wasted space. It's engineered for fuel expansion and vapor control. When you top off, that extra fuel forces its way into the EVAP canister, which is designed to capture fuel vapors, not liquid fuel. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, topping off wastes an estimated 147 million gallons of fuel annually in the United States through spillage and evaporation alone. You're literally pouring money onto the pavement while simultaneously destroying your car's emission system. When the pump clicks, stop immediately. Your tank is full and your wallet will thank you. Click on subscribe and you'll never make a mistake like these as long as you finish the video. But topping off only damages one system. What's coming at mistake number 10 is even worse, and you won't even know it's happening until the damage is already done. Mistake 10. Using the lowest octane. When your car needs premium, saving cents today destroys bearings, valves, and future reliability. Your owner's manual says premium fuel required, but that 87 octane is $2 cheaper per gallon. So you save money and use regular fuel instead, thinking the difference can't possibly matter that much. This decision is costing you thousands in engine damage over time. Here's the brutal truth. Engines that require premium fuel have higher compression ratios or turbochargers that generate more heat and pressure inside the cylinders. Regular fuel has a lower octane rating, which means it ignites more easily under pressure. In a high-compression engine, regular fuel ignites too early, before the piston reaches the top of its stroke. This creates a violent knocking sound as the flame front collides with the rising piston. A Volkswagen GTI owner in Texas used 87 octane for 2 years to save money, despite his turbocharged engine requiring 91 octane minimum. At 60,000 miles, his engine developed a persistent knock that wouldn't go away. Inspection revealed severe carbon buildup and early bearing wear. The repair, a complete engine teardown and carbon removal, cost $3,200. If he'd used the correct octane, he would have spent an extra $400 over those 2 years, but avoided $3,000 in repairs. Always use the fuel octane your manufacturer specifies. If your manual says premium recommended, you might get away with regular occasionally. But if it says premium required, that's non-negotiable. Your engine's lifespan depends on it. Now, using the wrong octane slowly kills your engine. But what I'm about to reveal at mistake number 9 happens in seconds with something that'll cost you $4,000 to fix before you even leave the gas station. Mistake 9. Putting diesel in a gasoline car. A single lapse creates repairs costing thousands immediately. This sounds impossible, but it happens more than you'd think. Someone borrows your car, gets distracted at an unfamiliar station, and grabs the diesel nozzle. Or you're exhausted after a long drive and make a split-second mistake. Either way, putting diesel fuel in a gasoline car is an instant catastrophe. Diesel fuel doesn't ignite the same way gasoline does. Gasoline engines use spark plugs to ignite the fuel-air mixture. Diesel engines use compression to ignite fuel. When you put diesel in a gasoline tank, the engine will run for a short time on whatever gasoline was left in the lines. Then it dies. But the damage is already happening. The reverse, putting gasoline in a diesel car, is even more catastrophic. Gasoline doesn't lubricate diesel fuel pumps and injectors the way diesel does. The gasoline destroys these precision components within minutes. A complete diesel fuel system replacement can cost $8,000 to $12,000. A rental car customer in Florida accidentally filled a Chevrolet Malibu with diesel. She realized immediately and didn't start the car. The gas station called a tow truck, and the tank was drained on site. Total cost, $450. If she'd driven the car, that cost would have been $4,000 or more. Do you know someone who made this mistake? Tell your story in the comments. Diesel in your gas tank destroys everything instantly. But mistake number 8 is more insidious. It's something you're probably doing right now. Mistake 8. Filling up when the tanker truck is there. You pull into a gas station and see a tanker truck refilling the underground storage tanks. You think nothing of it and fill your tank anyway. This timing is costing you hundreds in fuel system repairs and nobody warns you about it. Here's what happens underground. Those storage tanks accumulate sediment, rust, dirt, water, and debris at the bottom over months and years. When the tanker pumps thousands of gallons of new fuel into the tank, it stirs up all that settled sediment. For the next several hours, your fuel pump is drawing contaminated fuel mixed with debris and water. Your fuel filter catches some of this contamination, but not all of it. Fine particles pass through and reach your fuel injectors, where they cause partial clogs that disrupt spray patterns. This leads to rough idle, hesitation, poor fuel economy, and eventually failed injectors that cost $600 to $1,200 to replace as a set. A taxi driver in New York filled up while a tanker was present and noticed his Ford Fusion started running rough the next day. Within a week, his check engine light came on with multiple misfire codes. The diagnosis: clogged fuel injectors from contaminated fuel. Professional injector cleaning cost $300. If the damage had been worse, injector replacement would have been $900. According to fuel system specialists, filling up during or immediately after tanker delivery increases your risk of fuel contamination by over 300%. The simple solution: if you see a tanker truck at the station, drive to a different station or wait at least 2 to 3 hours before filling up. The underground tanks need time for sediment to settle back down. Quick reminder, if you're learning something new that could save you thousands, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss these money-saving car secrets. What's hiding at mistake number 7 is something 90% of drivers do without thinking, and it's the single biggest reason fuel pumps are dying at 60,000 miles instead of 150,000. Ready to find out what it is? Mistake 7. Running your tank near empty constantly. Low fuel levels. Overheat your fuel pump prematurely. Your fuel gauge drops below a quarter tank, but you keep driving, planning to fill up tomorrow or when it's more convenient. You've done this dozens of times. This habit is killing your fuel pump faster than almost anything else. Your fuel pump sits inside your fuel tank and relies on gasoline for cooling and lubrication. When you consistently run your tank near empty, the pump overheats because there's not enough fuel surrounding it to absorb the heat it generates. Electric fuel pumps create significant heat during operation, and fuel is designed to carry that heat away. Fuel pump replacement costs $500 to $1,200, depending on your vehicle. Some cars require dropping the entire fuel tank to access the pump, which adds significant labor costs. This expensive repair is largely preventable by keeping your tank above a quarter full. Make it a habit to refuel when you reach a quarter tank. This simple discipline costs nothing and extends fuel pump life dramatically. Your future self will thank you when you're not stranded on the roadside with a failed pump. At mistake number 6, we're entering territory where your refueling habits start destroying your engine's emission system. And this one is costing drivers over $2,000 in repairs they never saw coming. You're about to find out why. Mistake 6. Ignoring the gas cap check engine light. Your check engine light comes on. You scan it and the code says something about the evap system or a loose gas cap. You tighten the cap, and maybe the light goes off after a few days. Problem solved, right? Wrong. This dismissive attitude is costing you thousands in emission system damage. A loose or damaged gas cap allows fuel vapors to escape from your tank. Those vapors aren't just wasted fuel. They trigger your check engine light because the evap system detects a pressure leak. But here's what most people don't understand. A faulty gas cap forces your evap system to work overtime trying to maintain proper vapor pressure. When your check engine light comes on with an evap or gas cap code, replace the gas cap immediately. Even if it looks fine, the seal might be compromised. This $15 fix prevents thousands in emission system damage. And hey, if you're starting to realize how many expensive mistakes you've been making at the pump, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button now, because what's coming next is even more shocking. What I'm about to expose at mistake number 5 is something gas stations want you to do because it makes them more money. but it's quietly damaging your engine. Mistake 5. Using fuel additives at every fill-up. This habit wastes money twice at pump and shop. Gas stations sell fuel additives at the pump, bottles promising to clean injectors, boost octane, or improve fuel economy. You pour them in regularly, thinking you're maintaining your engine. But frequent use of these additives is causing more harm than good. Most modern fuels already contain detergents and additives required by the Environmental Protection Agency. Top-tier fuels from brands like Chevron, Shell, and Mobil have robust additive packages that keep fuel systems clean. Adding more additives doesn't improve anything. It disrupts the carefully balanced fuel chemistry. Use fuel additives sparingly, only when you have specific symptoms like rough idle or hesitation, and only quality products like Chevron Techron or BG44K once every 5,000 to 10,000 miles. Let your fuel do its job without constant chemical interference. Additive overuse poisons your emission system slowly. But mistake number 4, this one happens in seconds. OUEL tank that'll kill your engine faster than anything else on this list. And it's shockingly common. Mistake 4, using your phone while pumping gas. You pull up to the pump, start fueling, and pull out your phone to check messages or browse social media while you wait. This seems harmless, but this habit creates a legitimate fire and explosion risk that could destroy your car and seriously injure you. Gasoline vapors are extremely flammable. A single static spark near the fuel nozzle can ignite these vapors, causing a flash fire or explosion. The Petroleum Equipment Institute has documented over 150 verified cases of static-related gas station fires. In one case in Kentucky, a woman was severely burned when static ignited gasoline vapors while she was on her phone at the pump. Her car suffered extensive fire damage, and her medical bills exceeded $100,000. The safe practice: stay outside your vehicle during fueling. Don't re-enter your car. Don't use your phone. Pay attention to what you're doing. When fueling completes, remove the nozzle, replace the cap, and then use your phone inside your car. This simple discipline prevents catastrophic fires. Now we're entering the top 3 mistakes, and these are where the real engine damage happens. Mistake 3. Filling up at cheap, unknown gas stations. You see a no-name gas station advertising fuel 20 cents cheaper than major brands. You fill up, thinking gas is gas, and saving money is smart. But that cheap fuel is destroying your engine slowly. Not all gasoline is created equal. Top-tier fuel from certified brands contains robust detergent additive packages that keep fuel, injectors, intake valves, and combustion chambers clean. Cheap fuel from off-brand stations often contains minimal additives or contaminated fuel from poorly maintained storage tanks. Independent testing by AAA found that non-top-tier fuels cause 19 times more deposits than top-tier fuels over just 5,000 miles. Those deposits restrict fuel flow, disrupt combustion, and require professional cleaning services costing $400 to $600. Stick with top-tier certified brands: Chevron, Shell, Mobil, Texaco, BP, and others. The few extra dollars per tank prevent thousands in future repair. Your engine will run cleaner, perform better, and last longer. Cheap fuel poisons your engine with carbon deposits. But mistake number 2 is worse, because it's something you're probably doing right now without realizing it. Mistake 2. Overfilling your tank past the first click. This is different from topping off. Some drivers hold the nozzle trigger continuously, ignoring the first click, trying to force more fuel into the tank. This aggressive overfilling damages multiple systems simultaneously. When you force fuel past the first click, you're flooding the evap system, damaging the fuel tank vent, and potentially causing fuel to back up into the filler neck. This creates immediate problems. Check engine lights, fuel smell inside the car, and reduced fuel economy from evap system malfunction. A Subaru Outback owner in Washington forced extra fuel into his tank at every fill-up for 2 years. His check engine light came on with evap codes. His car smelled like gasoline inside, and his fuel economy dropped from 28 to 24 miles per gallon. Repair cost $950. And now we've arrived at mistake number 1, the single most common refueling mistake that's costing American drivers billions annually. This is the one mistake almost everyone makes, and fixing it costs nothing but saves everything. Mistake 1. Not checking your gas cap after fueling. You finish pumping gas, hang up the nozzle, and drive away, but you forgot to check if your gas cap is tightened properly. Or worse, you left it sitting on top of the car or at the pump entirely. This moment of inattention causes more damage than almost any other refueling mistake. A loose or missing gas cap has multiple catastrophic consequences. First, fuel evaporates rapidly from your tank, wasting gasoline you already paid for. Second, your evap system detects the pressure loss and triggers a check engine light. Third, dirt and debris can enter your fuel tank through the open filler neck, contaminating your entire fuel system. Fourth, and most expensive, a loose cap forces your evap system components to work continuously, trying to maintain proper vapor pressure. This constant strain destroys the evap purge valve, vent solenoid, and canister. Replacing these components costs $1,000 to $2,500. According to the Car Care Council, 17% of vehicles on the road have improperly secured or missing gas caps. This represents millions of drivers wasting fuel and damaging emission systems daily. The solution is simple. After refueling, turn your gas cap until you hear 3 distinct clicks. This ensures proper seal. Make it a habit. Check the cap every single time you fuel up. This 5-second habit prevents thousands in emission system damage and stops you from wasting fuel through evaporation. Click on the next video for more car knowledge. And if you want to keep on riding, subscribe to our channel and like this video.